The BMW M4 Competition is one of the fastest cars you can buy for the money. Yet somehow, people still overlook it. While everyone talks about Porsche and AMG, this BMW quietly delivers supercar-level performance without demanding supercar prices. So why is one of the best performance cars on the market still so underestimated? The answer starts under the hood. The M4 Competition is powered by BMW's legendary 3.0-liter twin-turbo inline-six, producing 503 horsepower and 479 lb-ft of torque. That power launches the car from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds, while the optional M Drivers package raises the top speed to 180 miles per hour. Those are numbers that compete with cars costing tens of thousands more. And before we go any further, if you enjoy honest car content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps, and we've got plenty more videos coming. But here's what many people don't realize. The M4 Competition isn't just about straight-line speed. What truly makes it special is how complete it feels. The steering is quick, the chassis feels incredibly solid, and the suspension somehow manages to be comfortable enough for daily driving while remaining sharp enough for weekend track days. That a balance very few performance cars achieve. Another reason people underestimate this car is its reputation. Some buyers still remember older BMWs that were expensive to maintain or criticized for reliability. But the modern M4 Competition is a very different machine. The S58 engine has quickly earned respect for its strength, and many enthusiasts already consider it one of BMW's best modern performance engines. And here's something that often gets overlooked. The M4 Competition doesn't need perfect roads to feel exciting. Whether you're driving through mountain roads, cruising on the highway, or simply merging into traffic, the car always feels eager to respond. That flexibility makes it much easier to enjoy than many exotic performance cars. The adaptive suspension deserves a lot of credit here. Switch to comfort mode, and the ride becomes surprisingly compliant for everyday driving. Change to Sport or Sport Plus, and the entire personality of the car transforms. It feels tighter, sharper, and much more aggressive without ever becoming unpredictable. That split personality is one of the M4 Competition's biggest strengths. It can behave like a refined grand tourer one moment and a track-focused machine the next. Few cars at this price point manage that transition so effortlessly. And this is where things get even more interesting. The M4 Competition doesn't just perform well from the factory. It also responds incredibly well to modifications. A simple ECU tune can unlock impressive power gains, pushing many examples beyond 600 horsepower without major mechanical changes. That kind of tuning potential makes it even harder to ignore. Inside, the story continues. The cabin feels every bit like a premium sports coupe. High-quality materials, supportive sports seats, a curved digital display, and BMW's latest infotainment system create an interior that's both modern and functional. Everything is positioned around the driver, making every trip feel focused and engaging. But unlike some competitors, the M4 Competition doesn't constantly try to show off. It doesn't rely on dramatic styling alone or an excessively loud exhaust to grab attention. Instead, it lets its performance speak for itself. And maybe that's exactly why people overlook it. Because the loudest car isn't always the fastest. The M4 Competition also surprises people with its everyday usability. Despite producing over 500 horsepower, it offers usable rear seats, a practical trunk, excellent visibility for a coupe, and enough comfort to be driven every day without feeling like a compromise. Then there's the driving experience. Press the accelerator, and the response is immediate. The 8-speed automatic transmission shifts almost instantly, while the xDrive all-wheel drive system provides incredible traction when you need it most. The result is confidence. Instead of fighting the car, you feel like you're working together with it. And that's something performance enthusiasts truly appreciate. Another surprise comes when you start looking at lap times. The M4 Competition consistently keeps up with cars wearing much more expensive badges. It may not always receive the same attention, but on the track, performance speaks louder than reputation. Even after years on the market, the M4 Competition continues to age remarkably well. Its technology still feels modern, the performance remains genuinely impressive, and its engineering allows it to compete with much newer rivals. That's why so many owners end up keeping the car longer than they originally planned. The more time they spend behind the wheel, the more they appreciate how complete the overall package really is. Of course, it isn't perfect. Some people still dislike the oversized kidney grille, while others wish the exhaust sounded more aggressive from the factory. Maintenance also isn't inexpensive, and insurance costs reflect the car's performance. But compared to many rivals, those compromises are surprisingly small. Another overlooked advantage is value. A new M4 Competition can easily cost over $85,000, but used examples are becoming much more affordable. That means buyers can now experience genuine supercar performance at a price that would have been impossible just a few years ago. So why is the BMW M4 Competition the car everyone underestimates? Because people often judge it before they drive it. They focus on the grille, compare it to older BMWs, or assume another badge automatically offers a better experience. But once you're behind the wheel, those assumptions disappear quickly. The M4 Competition is brutally fast, remarkably capable, comfortable enough for daily life, and engineered with the kind of precision that reminds you why BMW built its reputation in the first place. It may not always be the loudest performance car in the conversation, but after one drive, it's usually the one people can't stop thinking about. And that's exactly what separates a genuinely great performance car from one that's simply fast. So what do you think? Is the BMW M4 Competition one of the most underrated performance cars on the road today? Or is there another car you'd choose instead? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to Good Cars, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next performance car review. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.